This is going into the destruction of America. We've been longing for it. America's set up to be what, a prison system for us. America is not a place for us to enjoy, although some people are looking forward to living it up, have as much fun as they can possibly have, and especially women. It's the same. Girls just want to have fun. I believe the term is called hedonist or hedonist. I know how to spell it better than I know how to pronounce that. Whatever. But people that live for pleasure, they think the meaning of life is just have fun and just have pleasure. That's not. That's the afterlife. That's the kingdom. In the kingdom, we can have fun, live it up. You know, enjoy the fruits of our labor. Right now, here in America, this place was set up for your destruction. And guess what? We have to go through the Lamb in order to get salvation. You will leave it to some of these 2/3. They'll have you believing that your way to the kingdom is one way, my way is another way, or we're on different paths. No, there is one path, and you got to follow the beaten path. Why would you follow a path that's not been beaten? Let's say it's snow, and all of a sudden, it overnight 8 inches of snow, and you gotta walk to work, and you've seen that on your way to work, there's other people who are walking in the same direction, and they got their footprints in the snow. You got some people that's heading your direction and they veered a little off, and some people that was heading to your direction and they had to make a turn over here. Then you have some people that's going exactly to the same destination that you claim you're trying to go to, and there's this path of footsteps all in the snow. Why would you take your own path and just walk in the snow and walk this way and all around when there's already a beaten path leading to the exact same destination that you're trying to get to? Makes no sense. You'd be inconveniencing yourself. I remember when I used to walk from work to home. I was working in Inkster, Michigan. Had to walk, I think it was called Cherry Lawn, or I know it was called, I know it wasn't that far from a street called Cherry Hill, but Cherry Hill and something, I forgot. But basically Cherry Hill, I had to walk from that street to like Cherry Hill, like Beach Daily, all the way to the west side of Detroit. That thing took 3 hours and 45 minutes. I got off at 12, didn't get home to 3:45 in the morning. That was a long walk. And when it was snowing, guess what? There was places where there weren't sidewalks. And I had to walk in the grass. And when it snowed, there was no path. I had to create my own path. And I used to say, man, I wish somebody had walked over here, or there was some type of sidewalk or something. Because I can't walk in the street, I'd get pulled over by racist cops back then. But I said, I wish there was a beaten path. But here it is. On this walk, in this faith, this journey, you have a beaten path. The elders. The elders. The men before you. And the ultimate, Yahweh Shai. He beat that path so damn great for you that all you gotta do is follow the beaten path. But everybody, oh, well, that's your truth. That's your way. No. All right. Let's say you do have followed. Let's say there is a beaten path and you go the difficult way, but you're still going in the right direction. but you're going out your way, you're alongside. Yeah, I mean, and then you somewhat get on the beaten path and somewhat veer off slightly, so you parallel with the beaten path. Yeah, you can get there, but why? Why make it more difficult for yourself? It's by you making it more difficult for yourself. Guess what that means? Also, you're not going to be able to be the help that you wish that you were to other brothers. Maybe because you're going through some financial difficulties. Because you wanted to, you know, create your own path, do things your own way. Part of the beaten path is, not dealing with women. Paul said, hey, and I wish that you wouldn't. You was like how was shy, didn't deal with women. But I mean, if you want to have children, have kids, that's fine. That path's gonna be a lot harder. You know, can you get there? Sure. It's not a sin to do it, no. But you're gonna have troubles in the flesh, unnecessarily troubles in the flesh. When in the time Isaiah 4:1, we're gonna have all the women in the world that we want. So there's not gonna be no need to. The woman that you probably have right now, she might not even make it to you with you during martial law, or she's gonna have to be prepared to share you. There's a lot of women nowadays, they are into monogamy. They're into sharing their man. Well, they're gonna have to share that day. But here it is that we have to just make sure that we stay on this basically narrow path, a path that's been beat by our ancestors, great men before us. Now, there's going to be times where there's going to be obstacles in your path. You know, Satan, is adversary, and it's a beauty that we even have Satan to even test us, so we show what we made up and see where we need to get stronger at. Satan is on a leash. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So we're not going to be faced with no grueling temptation or something that's just going to completely just throw us off balance to where we can't handle it. It's going to be something that we can handle it. Regardless of how crazy it is, it's something that you can handle. Most sides are determined, like, yeah, I know I created him, and I know he's able to handle that situation. You have people just so easily give up on life, easily give up on the kingdom. They might have bound in this thing for a time and a space and a season, and when it got a little too rocky for them, or guess what, the kingdom didn't come in the time that they had appointed for themselves, they're like, man, I'm out of here. It's back to playing basketball, 2K. It's back to just being in the world. Well, guess what? We have to wait. Don't you want a woman that's going to wait for you? Because here we are. We are Yahweh Shai's woman. A woman that's going to be faithful to you, who's anticipating coming. Imagine that you go into jail, right? You are far away, and you have a woman, and she sees you in jail, she just jumps with the next man. You want a woman that's going to wait, And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be waiting, showing them our love, our anticipation. Writing them, showing them our love, gathering the sheep. Because eventually when we're united, the love is going to be that much better and that much stronger. With that, I hope this lesson has been edifying. And on that note, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elders, GMS Ruel. Peace and salutations, and Shalom.